I remember very specifically this one time. I was 16 years old, and my room was disgusting. It was like dirty, messy. It was horrible. And I was sitting in my bed playing Xbox because I had like my TV and my Xbox set up in my room, so I wouldn't even like have to get out of bed to play Xbox. I would literally just wake up, turn it on, and start playing from there. I wouldn't even leave my room. And I remember one day waking up and thinking, my room is a horrible, disgusting mess. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna clean it today. So finally, I walked out of my room. And mind you, I probably haven't showered in 3, 4 days. I'm not even gonna lie with you. Um, and I walked out of my room and I got all of like the cleaning supplies. And then I started putting stuff where it goes. I got like the vacuum, started cleaning, and then I think I mopped and swept the same day too. And I remember after when I finished, I was like, wow, like I feel so much better. My room's actually clean. And then like I took a shower after too, and I was like, I feel like a clean person. Like my mind is like clear. There's nothing on the floor, Everything was all good. And then 3 days later, my room was a mess again. Everything on the floor, everything just disgusting. And I remember whenever this would happen, my mind would just feel cluttered. Like I couldn't think clearly. I mean, I was also eating like carbs at the same time, so I was having like horrible brain fog, headaches, and I just couldn't think clearly. So it was like this cycle of having a dirty room, just disgusting room, 2, 3 months, and then finally cleaning it, going back to dirty until it was literally I needed to clean it, and I would literally wait until it was absolutely necessary for me to clean it, which was like 2, 3 months, and then I'd clean it. And it was just this cycle going on and going on until I was about 18 years old. And when I was 18, I was starting to get into self improvement. I was starting to go to the gym, and I was like, okay, cleaning my room is good. It makes me feel better. It helps my mind become more clear. So it was overall improving my mental health and my health overall. And it was building my discipline, which is one of the most important things, which I'm going to get into in a few seconds. And of course, I wasn't perfect at cleaning my room, but instead of waiting like 2 months to clean my room, I was cleaning it every week. And I was getting consistent at cleaning it, and it was staying cleaner for a longer amount of time, so I was putting stuff where it goes and making sure that my room stayed pretty clean. Now I'm to the point where my room stays clean. And of course, I'm not perfect every single day. I'm still not, you know, every single day cleaning my room, but I'm getting pretty close. And I noticed that whenever my room's clean, my mental health and my clarity of my mind is so much clearer. I can just think a lot more precisely, and I feel more professional, and I carry myself in a more professional manner. And I realized that as I clean my room more, the more and more I clean my room, the more I started going to the gym. The more I started to eat healthy. The more I started to meditate, journal, and read. That's because by me cleaning my room every day and getting more consistent at cleaning my room, I've built the discipline to do it. Even when I didn't want to really do it, I would still do it. And when I started doing that, I would do things, I'd have the discipline to do things I didn't really want to do, but I'd do them anyway because I knew they would help me. Think about this. If you can't clean your room every day, if you can't make your bed every day, how do you expect people to trust you at work, in business, in anything? How do you expect people to trust you? If you can't do your own laundry and you can't do your own dishes, how do you expect to be professional at work? How can you expect people to trust what you promise if you can't even clean your own room? Your personal habits seep into your life. If you cut corners in your own home, you're going to cut corners in business. If you cut corners in the habits that you do or don't do, then you're going to cut corners in the things you do with people, relationships, money, business, whatever you're doing, you're going to cut corners in because those principles are going to seep into your life. As a man, one of the most important things you can have is your word. Making things happen. Doing the things you say that you're going to do. This is something that in the modern day we're starting to see we're losing. We say a lot of things we're going to do and they just don't end up happening. We say we're going to make things happen and we just kind of fall through. A man's word is one of his most important attributes. If he can't keep his word, he can't be trusted. Simple as that. I live by this philosophy. If you don't do it, no one else is going to do it for you. You're going to be waiting for an opportunity on a silver platter for the rest of your life. Waiting for that perfect moment when you can do that thing. Waiting for a gym membership to land in your lap. Waiting for perfect, healthy meals to appear in your refrigerator. And even then, you're probably still going to go out and get hamburgers. I was talking to my friend the other day. We go to the same gym. And he told me he wanted to start kickboxing. And I asked him, okay, why don't you just start? And he was like, because I don't really know how to fight. And I was like, the whole point of learning something new is to start learning. So just start kickboxing. And like his eyes kind of opened up and he was like, oh, yo, he didn't say this, but I could tell like he needed someone to tell him like he could just start kickboxing if he wanted to. And I was like, oh, you don't even need to like buy a membership to start kickboxing. You can literally just go online and find a professional fighter who posts on YouTube and gives you literally free advice. And there's literally thousands of professional fighters that do this. And you don't even need any equipment. You can literally just start learning how to fight just by getting the form down with your hands. Okay, like shadow boxing. Guys, the only thing you're missing is making the action happen. The rest of it is just repeating the action until you reach your goals. Once the action is started, you just repeat the action over and over until your goals are reached. And a lot of people start the action, they repeat the action, and then after a month they don't see results and they quit. That's not the way to go about it. You just keep repeating the action, and a lot of people expect results overnight. A lot of people expect results after 2 or 3 sessions of whatever they're doing. A lot of people expect to lose 20 pounds in 2 months. Not realistic. And then they end up quitting because they don't see results. And the truth is, they had results. If they kept going, they would have had results. It's just they didn't. The only way you can start something and stick to it is by building discipline. So doing these little habits every day. The base habits. Okay? Building the little disciplines that help yourself keep your word. Okay? So, cleaning your room. It's a basic discipline. A lot of people don't do it. Making your bed. Basic discipline. A lot of people don't do it. Doing the daily chores. Basic discipline. A lot of people don't do it. And none of those tasks that I told you are hard. None of those things are hard to do. People just don't do it because they think it's not going to make a difference in their life. That it's not going to change who they are. And it will totally. By not doing those things, you're just cutting corners. You're losing the word that you have as a man. You're losing your word, literally. Repeating the actions, the simple disciplines that you should be repeating every day is going to start to build your character, and your word is going to be so much more dependable because you make things happen. You do the things even when they're hard to do, even when you don't feel like doing it. That's the discipline, is doing it when you don't feel like it. This is going to build character. People are going to trust you. They'll start to take you seriously. Before I end this video, I want you to leave with an action, something you could do to better your life. Right now, your room is probably dirty, and your bed probably isn't made. Clean your room and make your bed, and do this every day. Remember, You deserve the consequences of your actions.